guys, it's Pinkstar and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be choosing my next physical book to read using my lovely TBR jar that I made because I have finished Quicksilver. I don't know if I'm in a book hangover, but this was amazing. I actually don't know if any of the books that I choose are going to be as good as this. I'm very scared that I'm going to not like other books that I read after this one because this one was so good. I absolutely loved everything about this. Definitely gave me the kind of feels that I had reading the Sarah J Maas books, like ACOTAR, Crescent City, One. That's definitely the best one. But yes, I absolutely love this so much. Kingfisher, my new boyfriend, I love him. I loved the main character. I thought she was great. I loved the twist at the end. Yeah, I even cried in this one. There's one scene that just made me really emotional. If you know, you know. So good. Honestly, if you haven't read this, what are you doing? Go pick this up. So good. Yeah. I'm in love. It was my new 5-star read, so yes, absolutely loved this one, but I am going to be picking my next book and hopefully it's a good one. So I'll be picking it from my shelves behind me from my TBR jar, so we'll see what we get. Hopefully it's something good. If not, obviously I'll DNF it and we'll pick another one, but yeah, this will just be a reading vlog as to, you know, my thoughts on the book that I get and I read, and then I'll give a bit of a review at the end as well on that book. So yeah, it's my first physical pick for the year. Alright, I'm slightly nervous. Let's see. I'm just going to try and dig down a little bit. I think I've got one, maybe I've got two, hang on. Okay, I've got two. I think I've got one now. One? Okay, we've got one. Oh, it's a new one by the look of it. One from last year. We have Heaven Breaker. Okay, cool. That's one right here. Alright, so we're going to be reading Heaven Breaker by Sarah Wolf. Hopefully this one's good. I do love this copy that I have. So hopefully it is good so I can keep it. Yeah, this one's really pretty. I can't remember what it was about. It says on the back, I cannot stop death, but I can make it think twice. I think it's something to do with an assassin. I don't know. We shall see. Hopefully I like it. Alright, so I've been reading Heaven Breaker and I've read about 4 chapters so far. Not bad, not what I expected though. I don't know why I thought this was a fantasy book. It's not, it's sci-fi. It's set in space, yeah, on a space station because Earth's been destroyed by aliens, what they call them, the enemy. And then there's these games where they ride these big mech suits, I guess kind of medieval jousting, but in the future, I guess. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to think about this one at the moment. The main character, not an assassin like I thought for some unknown reason. I thought this was something to do with assassins, but she did kill someone at the beginning of the book, so technically half right. Yeah, I don't know, it's very strange, but it's kind of interesting at the same time, so yeah, we'll see where this goes. But it's not that long, so yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure if it's even part of a series or if this is just the standalone or if there's going to be more. I really need to look up more about this book. Alright, so I just thought I'd do a quick update on Heaven Breaker. This is the naked hardback, by the way. It's really pretty. Stunning book. Each chapter has really cool pictures and stuff as well. Like, see how they have like a cool picture at the top of the heading. So I finished part 1 and I'm a little bit through part 2, so I'm like just over a quarter, maybe a third of the way through the book, I would say. So far it's not bad. I'm definitely intrigued and interested in the story. It's got quite political. There's these different houses, and the main girl is pretty much trying to destroy her father's house, who she, at the very start of the book, like literally the first page, murders him because he killed her mum and tried to murder her because she is a bastard. So yeah, so that's where this came around, and now she's just trying to take down the house pretty much, and she's joined up with this other guy who is a noble. She's not noble obviously, but there's this other noble, and there's all these different noble houses, and she's pretty much trying to take down House Horteclear by entering into the Supernova Cup, which is this kind of like a jousting match, but in like giant mech suits in space. So that's where we're at the moment, and I feel like she may have a kind of a like semi crush on one of the other guys, even though obviously he's her enemy, one of the other jousting guys. So she's pretty much at the moment learning to ride one of these mech suit things so that she can enter into the cup, even though she technically shouldn't be able to enter because she's not technically a noble, and only nobles are supposed to ride these mech suits in these tournaments. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. It's kind of interesting. I am definitely intrigued by the whole political side of things and where things are going to go. But yeah, I'm not 100% on it at the moment. It's definitely not what I expected this book to be, but I mean, it's not bad. Alright, it is such a nice day today. Blue skies, so warm, it's so nice. So I'm just currently sitting outside, getting some vitamin D, reading Heavenbreaker. So far it's not bad. Like, I'm about 50% through the book at the moment, and they've started the like tournament that she's entered. Has some good like political intrigue, and obviously there's a bit of a mystery around who attempted to murder her and murdered her mum. All she knows is that it was orchestrated by her father, or that's what she believes. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen there, if we will find out more about that, because there are some chapters kind of from like someone in this, like an assassin's guild, but they're very short chapters, so I'm not sure if we're going to find out more about that person and if they're the person that actually did it, and if we will find out why, etc. But so far it's not bad. I'm just not a huge like space fan, I guess, when it comes to my books. Like, I love Star Wars and things like that, but I don't know, I find it hard to like imagine stuff in space, even though I can imagine like fantasy worlds like perfectly fine that don't exist. It just seems crazy to imagine like Earth being destroyed and people living on like a space station in space and flying giant mech suits. So I don't know, it's not bad though. It's nothing like super amazing, but I mean, I'm still enjoying it, so we'll keep reading. Alright guys, I'm not feeling 100%, but I have just finished Heavenbreaker, so I wanted to come on here and give you guys my thoughts and things straight away on finishing this book and what my final rating was. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this book, and I am looking forward to picking up the second one, Hell Runner, when that comes out. I'm not sure when that's going to be. But yeah, this was better than I expected after I started. So when I started, I wasn't really sure about it. It wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be about. Obviously this is actually a sci-fi, not a fantasy, and so it's set in space, in I think the year 3400 and something. So quite far into the future, Earth's been destroyed by the enemy, and they've remade this new like station over the planet Esther. So that's where it's set, and the main character, she's very angsty. She, very first chapter, murders her own father, and then we get to find out why and what's been going on, and yeah, there's a whole political plot in there as well, and she ends up riding one of the steeds, which are like these giant like mech suits that people ride for entertainment. I guess it's like entertainment. They go out in space in these big suits, and then they do like medieval jousting but in giant mech robots. So I was like, I don't know about this. This seems very weird. But it's actually really good, and it got more and more interesting as the story progressed, especially around the steeds themselves, and how the station and the steeds and everything are actually powered. They go in like these like capsule things, I guess, of like fluid, but it turns out that that's actually like, I don't really want to spoil it, but it's like this weird fluid which is kind of helps, they use that to run the whole of the station and everything as well, and working out what that actually is, and how that affects everybody in the society, especially the people who ride the steeds. Very fascinating. We're really excited to see what happens at the next one, because it's kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger with our main character Sonali. So she was doing all of these jousting matches in the Supernova Cup, and it's quite interesting to see how she grows and progresses through all of them. And at the start, all she wants is to pretty much die. Like she's done with her life, and after killing her father for killing her mother, she doesn't have anything left to live for. But it's interesting to see how her mind change happens throughout the book, and towards the end, does she still want what she wanted at the beginning? And it's very interesting. So I overall really enjoyed this. I'm going to give it a 4-star rating, which I'm happy about. Was really worried that I was going to DNF this at the beginning, but I actually really enjoyed it. It has a little bit of like a Hunger Games-y sort of feel to it. The jousting thing was quite interesting in the way that they explained all of that. I think the reason that stops me from rating it any higher would be that I don't really clearly envision sci-fi stuff in books. I don't know why. I find it really hard to envision what they're talking about when it comes to like AI and sci-fi, and how that, I don't know why, like technology and things I find really hard to envision, but I can envision like a fantasy world that's completely different, like perfectly fine. But I think it's more because it's related to us as humans now and where like technology could grow. And I don't know, I find it, some of it was a little bit hard to understand as to what was actually happening. But otherwise it was really good. Like the plot itself was really good, and I'm intrigued to see where it goes. So yeah, happy that this was a good one. I will be keeping it on my shelf. So yeah, and I'm glad because it's such a pretty copy. I was really sad if I was having to DNF this one and unhaul it, but no, I'm keeping it. So yes, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm excited to now get to choose my next book, but yeah, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this from me in the future. Thanks again, guys, and I will catch you all in my next one. Bye.